about the Wymans. They are crooks. They are using these sweet, innocent children and these couples that want to adopt. But now that we have John working for us.
Wait a minute, Tina. I didn't say John was working for us. In fact, he's not even in the private investigator business anymore. I just talked to him. He gave me some information.
Right, well, that's the kind of information we need, right?
No, he just told me that he's got a source who's had some dealings with the Lord Love the Children Foundation in the past. I told him to talk to the source, and hopefully he's going to get the source to talk to me.
So when is that going to happen?
I don't know, but I don't think we can wait for John. What I want to do is shut down the Wymans as soon as possible.
How are we going to shut down the Wymans if we don't have the information that we need?
Don't worry about that, because I got a plan. If I can pull it off, we can stop those baby-selling creeps by tomorrow. Everything I work for. Hope you are. Gone. Looky here. Survivor. Care to step up to the bar for a drink, Sam? That's a good thing. Probably couldn't get to the bar anyway.
I know how much vacancy means to you. Is there anything at all I can say to tell you how sorry I am that all this is shut?
Doctor, I talk to him.
Well, his vital signs are stable again.
What about the concussion? Serious?
Well, he keeps drifting in and out of consciousness, and he's having some vision problems. But the next 48 hours will be critical in determining the extent of the damage.
What can I do?
I'm sorry, Miss Gordon. I can't allow anyone to see him at this time.
Yeah, okay.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Sure. Thank you for help.
You're welcome.
Hey, hold on.
Okay.
Look, on the date, we'll hotel get some rest.
No, I think I'm going to stay here until the doctor can give me some more information on the thing.
Take it with you.
No, you really don't have to.
I want to.
Yeah, I don't want you to. When I said the things were over between us, I meant that. So why don't you just accept it and go back to the...
I'm never going to accept that. It's never going to be over between us. I'm not going here waiting in Arizona without you.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbow there. This time, here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one night to live.
I knew you'd come up with a brilliant idea.
You know, I didn't say it was brilliant. In fact, it's going to require a lot of luck. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to talk to Garnett. I want to find out how the Wyman first approached her, what they said to her, how they got her, and pressured her to give up her child. And where is she? Just here?
She's in her room, but I don't think she's at the hospital. Of course, as far as she knows, her child is in Southern California, right? And if she finds out differently, it might just ruin everything, because then she'll confront the Wymans. The Wymans are going to lie to her, and that we may never see Sandy again.
No, I'm not going to say anything to her about Sandy until I can get her child and get her back to you.
Get her back to her house.
I'm going to go into the clinic, and I'm going to get her out. That's the luck I was talking about.
Wouldn't you just kidnap her?
No, I'm going to get her back to her rightful mother. I hope.
And then what?
Well, and then I'm going to talk to you. Take a picture of the two of them together. Get all the information you got, all the information Garnet's got, and Sandy. Put it together in an article. I'm going to plaster all over the front page of the banner in tomorrow's edition. And then bam, I think we've got them. I think we shut them down for good.
You know, you may be right. Because if Herb gets on this, then he's going to investigate it, and maybe the Wyman will end up in jail where they belong.
Well, as you said, with any luck, it could work out that we get two happy endings for the prosecution.
Really, it's going to be a happy ending, isn't it? You.
You know.
Oh, Cord, you are brilliant and wonderful. And I love you so much.
I don't think there's anything you can say, sweetheart. Having you here in my arms sure helps a lot.
I really wish a simple hug could bring it all back for me.
Nothing can bring it back. But I love you for coming out here. I love you for kind of comforting me.
Just doing what comes naturally.
Yeah, and I'm just trying my damnedest to put all this in perspective. Just wanted to create something with my own hands. All right.
I'm so proud of you for that.
You know, I'm doing it for all. For you and me and the kids. I wanted to build something that we can all share and be a part of. Look at it. It's all just crumpled around my feet.
Oh. Good heavens, you didn't destroy the Cannon City. Taggart did. It was anger and hatred that caused this. Certainly not your dream of a better place for people to live. You mustn't give up.
Oh, just, if you try and fail, just try again, is that it?
Please,
Oh, I see. I should just admit failure and defeat and get on the next plane, go ham to you. Well, what would you call it? Tucking your tail between your legs and running away, leaving Taggart here behind to think that he's won?
no, look, we've told this before. You must let the law take care of Taggart, his brother. There is absolutely nothing to be gained by your staying behind here and hunting him down. Please, please, come back home with me to your family, so you can learn.
That's another thing, the family. How can I face Kevin and Joey? How do I explain to them that their father didn't have the guts to stick it out?
It's not about sticking it out or guts. This is all about having the courage to say, I tried my best, but it didn't work this time. God, they would love you for that.
Maybe. Maybe if I could say that with conviction, and without this sense of failure that I'm feeling.
This is your wounded pride. Please don't let that get the best of you. Please, not after everything you've been through.
How can I just walk away, Lizzie? How can I just walk away at the moment?
Please, come home. Focus on rebuilding our marriage. Home. Max, I am exhausted and drained. I almost got killed this afternoon. I really just don't have the energy to go through this again.
You don't. Why don't you just accept the fact that we are destined to be together? Why don't you stop fighting the inevitable?
You're the one that is fighting the inevitable. Why can't you just accept the fact that we are finished? don't make this more difficult than it has to be. I want a private friend.
I don't want your friendship. I got enough friends. What do I need with friends? You know what I need? I need someone more about me, someone that's curious. Someone pure. That's you. I love that. Just walk away.
Oh, Max, you don't have to. Not anymore. Why can't you get that through your head?
It's not my head we're talking about here. It's my heart. Same heart that made me come all the way here to be with you. Same heart that made me want to work things out with
Oh,
you.
there is nothing to work out. It is over.
Oh, no, don't even think about saying that to me after I risked everything to save you. Doesn't that say anything to you, Megan? Doesn't it mean anything? You doesn't show how much I love you? I mean, I'm throwing aside everything for you. I'll risk my life. I'll do anything for you.
Yes, you risked your life to save me, and I am grateful to you.
I don't want your gratitude.
Oh, as much as you want Gabrielle? Look, I don't want to argue about
I know
this
this always
anymore.
comes down to Gabrielle. That's why I quit the fraternity, though. Yes, I quit. I severed all my ties with her.
I always did hope. Not your heart, but that's what it's all about. And they're never going to be severed, Max. I know that.
You don't know anything. Because if you did, you know what you know? You know that I love you. And only you. I would walk away never. Nice bottle of champagne.
Okay, John, what's going on?
What's going on? Can a man take his woman out for a nice dinner?
Oh, sure, but when we go out, it's usually Heavenly Hatch or Barry's Bar and Grill. So why the swanky restaurant this time?
Well, I figured this time we'd have it. There's something I want to talk to you about. Concerning you were a teenager and you gave your child up for adoption. Audrey, I know that my investigation upset you.
Yes, it still does.
But you can help me out. You can help me out if you'll tell me why you went to that particular adoption agency. What it was, how they handled your situation.
Look, John, I told you once, and I'll tell you again, I do not want to discuss that. So unless you want your serious dinner to turn into a serious argument, I suggest you drop the subject right now.
No, no. I can't have you do this to me again.
What?
Oh, come on, Max. Every time we have a fight, your solution is to get me to make love to you.
What you think I'm trying to do right here in the middle of the waiting room?
You know what I'm talking about. It's not going to work this time. You're not going to get me to change my mind by throwing yourself at me.
I've never thrown myself at anyone that didn't want to catch me.
It matters more than I think. No, I can't. Not as long as Gabrielle is
I don't want to talk about Gabrielle, I want to talk about you and me.
Okay, fine. Fine, you want to talk about you and me? Let's talk about you and me, Max, shall we? Let's talk about every single time that I was in your arms and I was wondering whether you were thinking about me or someone else. Let's talk about all the times that we planned to spend time together. And I didn't know whether you were going to stay with me or go running off to Gabrielle. How about talking about how miserable I am? How unhappy my whole life is right now? How about talking about the love that I have for you and how it's tearing me apart because I know that you don't share it? Just leave me alone. Just walk away and end this misery for me. If you want to make me happy, then just go. Just go, Max. Just
go.
Just one day to turn around and walk out of your life forever.
Yes.
No, this is wrong. This is wrong. I can't do this. Megan, if you give us just one more chance, I know we can work this out.
Megan. I'll be kind of remember we have to be lost forever. You know that, don't you?
Goodbye, Max.
That you can see that. No.
Well, at least Garnet could give us the information on the wine that we need.
Yeah, she really came through for us. Now it's my turn to come through for her.
You know, I cannot wait to see the look in her eyes when she has Sandy again.
What's going to happen is we need to get moving, get over to the clinic, get her daughter back here. What's the best way for me to get into the clinic this time of night?
Well, I'll show you when we get there.
No, Tina, we're not going to go.
I am going with, and that's all there is to it.
No, Tina, that's not all there is to it, and you know that. Now, you are in a halfway house. Do you understand what that means? You just can't come and go as you please.
But Yolanda is ill, so Betty's doing the bed check, and she's real easy to fool. Besides, who cares if I miss curfew if I bring Sandy back? Everybody will be so happy.
No, they won't be happy, Tina, if we get caught for breaking and entering. You understand me?
But it's not going to happen. I know this place like the back of my hand.
We don't have any guarantees, and you know what's going to happen if Judge Carlin finds out about this? He's going to have you on the next bus to Statesville.
I know what is at risk here, but I'm willing to take that risk.
Well, I'm not.
But look, I'm the one who started this, all right? So I'm going to see it through to the end.
All right, fine. You come along, but at the first sign of trouble, you are out of it. Do you understand me? Yeah, right. All right, let's deal with our first problem. How do we get you out of here?
Oh, that's the easy part. Come on, show you.
Vicky, how can I make you understand? How can I make you see that I just can't walk away from this?
I don't know how in God's name you can stay here in the middle of all this destruction.
Well, because I still feel that I have some kind of control over what goes on here. I don't have any control at all over the destructive forces that are waiting for me back in Landon.
There are no destructive forces for you. Clint, I know what you're afraid of. Roger Gordon is in my past, but he belongs. You will never, ever have to face him again. In Landview, all you will have is my love, my understanding, my support, and a future that is filled with hope. I truly believe that we can have all that. I am firmly committed to you, to our life together now and for always, but you must believe in it too, for the sake of our marriage. Please come. I promise you, you won't regret it.
I've never doubted your promise in the past. I want to believe him now. Because I don't want to lose you. It's just that I just wish I knew what to do. Vicky, I just need some time alone. I just need some time to think about what you just said.
Fine. I think I'll go to the hospital. I'll go see if the prince is all right.
Good idea. I'll stay here and see if I can clear away some of the cobwebs.
Clint,
What?
Looky here, all by yourself.
Taggart. I figured you'd be back in Mexico by now. What's wrong? Did they realize what kind of scum you really are and wouldn't let you back across the border?
Shut up. You're in no position to call me names. Not unless you want them to be the last words coming out of your mouth.
Look, this place is crawling with cops that happen to be looking for you.
Look all they want. I'm not going to be around much longer. I'm leaving this rat hole. Get up. I'm going to go through that door nice and slow. Get me?
All right.
And then we're going to grab a car out there. First one we're going to find, we're going to take off.
First time you find it, there's probably going to be a cop car.
Oh, then we leave the siren on when we make our getaway. Don't try to front this. Because I've been more than happy to introduce this knife to your juggler. Oh! Right here, Tiger. Where is it? Where you go?
Stop it! Please, no! Stop it!
Come on, just let me handle it.
No! Stop it! Get the sheriff! Go on, get the sheriff! You let the police talk to me.
I should have killed him.
Stop. No, you shouldn't have.
Yes.
You're not like him, you hear me? You are a good man. A good, decent man.
Come on, Taggart. You're going to tell us where we can find your brother. And you're both going to cool your heels in jail for a nice long time. May have won a battle, Buchanan, but you ain't won a war. This place is nothing but a joke. Every time you think about it, you'll know the one who beat you.
Clint, please.
Being held back by a skirt, huh? Shut up. Why you if I look the other way and let him finish you off? My chance is good. That's a smart move. Tyler, would you mind coming along with me? I need you to make a statement. My pleasure. On the left side.
Are you all right now?
You, Tyler, hadn't put in when you did have a kill for him.
Paper for the killing and I understand your rage, dressing everything you care about everyone. But look, it's done now, all right? And he's going to go to prison for a long time, just like the sheriff said.
He better, and he's sheriff with
He will. Don't
brother with him.
worry. He's not going to hurt you anymore. He's not going to hurt your friends. He's not going to hurt you.
He's already hurt me plenty. Take a look around you.
What a minor setback.
A minor setback? This whole damn dream is a nightmare, Julia. You know, maybe the man upstairs is trying to tell me something. Like maybe I shouldn't be out here in the first place. Maybe I should just pack it in and call it quits. That's what Vicky wants me to do anyway. Maybe I should just chuck the whole damn thing.
No, I won't allow it. You're not going to give up that easily. Do you hear me? Megan, what's wrong? Is it French? What's wrong with you? Where are you going? Can you please tell me? It's Max, he's gone. I sent him away. That's right. Why on earth would you send him away alone? What's the wrong with him? Because it's over between us, Vicky. He came here to find me to work things out between. Yes, I know what he mean. And he shouldn't have come. I told him inland how I felt about him. And he should have just accepted that and stayed away. Well, you don't stay away from people that you love. And Max loves you. If he hadn't proved it before, he certainly did today. He laid his life on the line for you. Yeah, I know he loves me. Never said that he didn't. It's just not enough. What more do you want? I want him just to love me. But that's not possible because he still has unresolved feelings for Gabrielle. And I can't live like that. Maybe you should give him some time. Goodbye then. While he resolves those feelings. Oh, I have already tried that. I've tried that and it doesn't work. And it's just tearing me apart and I have to stop before it just destroys me. It must have been very difficult for Max just to walk away from him. Yeah. Tore me apart. He wanted me to give him another chance to work things out. I mean, a part of me wanted to, but I couldn't because I have to let him go because I can't stand his pain. Yeah, it's not good, baby.
You sure no one's gonna walk in on us?
No, the kids are all in bed and the people who work there are in the room.
What about the women?
And they usually call it a night at 9 o'clock. But if you're worried about it, why don't you stay here and watch while I go look for him?
No, actually, I just noticed these filing cabinets over here. Are these ones you were talking about, the ones you looked through?
No, the ones I looked through, Ambrose has all locked up.
Well, what about these? You haven't looked at them?
No, I didn't see a reason to.
Oh, look, I'm gonna check them out. Maybe I can find something I can use.
Okay, you do that and I'll be right back.
Careful.
Oh, no.
Come here.
Look.
Just the doll, you know.
No, this is Sandy's doll. She takes this doll with her everywhere.
So?
So she wouldn't just leave it here. But there's something wrong, I feel it.
Now, look, I don't like this. You better leave right now.
No, not with Quincy, Sandy.
No.
What?
Before you say anything else, please just listen to me. All right? First of all, you didn't make a mistake coming out of this thing. And what happened just now was not a message from God. You had a dream, and you had the guts to pursue that dream. And it's a wonderful, exciting dream. Every time you talk about it, you get this fire in your eyes, the fire of a man with some sort of inner vision. And your determination was so contagious that I just became equally exhilarated every time you spin that dream.
Yeah, I'm just spinning my wheels, taking risks that I shouldn't have taken.
Well, isn't that why we're here on Earth? To take risks? To take nothing and make something out of it? I believe that. I firmly believe that. And I know that you do too. Otherwise, why would you be out here taking this old theme park and transforming it into a landmark, showing the past as it was?
Unfortunately, I just didn't want that to happen.
Oh, well, you had some respect. So do all dreamers. I mean, those who care enough to try and make their dreams a reality. But you can't stop. And you can't let some horrible man like Taggart drive you out of here. You've got to continue to believe in your dream. You've got to start again, work even harder. Because if you don't rebuild, if you don't make your dream come true, you'll never be fulfilled. You'll walk away from here a defeated man, and you'll always wonder if you did the right thing. Is this what you want? To spend the rest of your life wondering what it might have been?
As I said earlier, I didn't want the prince to have any visitors just yet. He's in guarded condition and he's very weak, but he insists on seeing you. Fine. Now, if you need me, I'll be right down the hall at the nurse's station.
Amelia. How's the fair damsel in distress holding up after her brush with death?
Oh, pretty good. How are you doing?
As if I had been crowned by a falling beam, which is exactly what happened.
How's pain?
Oh, other than a headache and a slight problem with my vision, I'm fine.
What's the matter, sir?
Well, let's just say I'm seeing two of you right now, but I'm not complaining. Because both of you are stunningly beautiful. You know, as a prince, I've been trained to save damsels from dungeons and dragons, but I must admit I don't know the first thing about saving American TV stars from exploding saloons. How'd I do?
Well, I'd say that you were a regular Tom Mix. Oh, he was a famous cowboy.
Ah, yes. The one who became the president of your country.
Well, no. No, not that. You're in the right ballpark.
Ah, there, I'm glad I got you to laugh. Even with these blurry eyes of mine, I can see that you've been crying. Out of concern for me, perhaps?
No. Well, yes, I was concerned for you. Believe me, it's nothing.
Nobody cries over nothing.
Well, that's the way American TV stars are.
I see. So, how is Max? Is he hurt after his rescue operation?
No, actually, he's fine. He's on to that.
He left. Without you? How is that possible? In Mendora, when a man loves a woman, when a man loves a woman in Mendora.
Your Highness, am I right?
Where am I? What am I doing here?
You're in the hospital, remember? Your Highness? Prince Raymond. Someone help me! Doctor, please come quick! What?
she okay?
She's gone.
What do you mean, gone?
I mean, she's not in her room.
Well, maybe they put her in a different room for the night.
That's what I was hoping. When I talked to her roommate said they took her away, that the Mullers took her away.
Wait, the Mullers, aren't those the people that were going to adopt her?
Yeah, but they were going to do it for a couple of days, and they're so early.
Well, what do you know about these people? Do you know where they live? Do you know how we can get in touch with them?
I never got to read the file.
What about your roommate? Did she say anything else?
Yeah. Yes, she did. She said that Sandy was crying, that she kept calling for her mommy, and... But I'm sure that's when she dropped this. When she dropped her doll, she's going to be lost without this doll. How's she ever going to get to sleep at night? How's she...
It'll be all right.
No, it's not.
Hey, wait, where are you going?
I'm gonna go talk to Ambrose. I'm gonna tell him what I know and tell him that I'm gonna expose him if he doesn't tell me where Sandy is.
Yeah.
I have to. What am I supposed to do? Pretend I don't know about it and just let him get away with it?
He's not going to get away with this much longer. You understand me? Now, we're going to stop him. Just bear with me a little while longer, all right?
That's what I've been doing, and it doesn't work. I listen to you. You tell me don't tell anybody, so I keep quiet about it. You tell me to wait, so I wait. Well, I waited too long. Sandy is gone, and it is all your... I'm sorry.
I'm the one who's sorry because it has taken me too long to put this thing together.
No, it's not your fault.
Yeah, Tina, it is. Because if I had put this together quicker, if I hadn't been dragging my heels, maybe this wouldn't have happened. I swear to you, we're going to put this Lord Love the Children Foundation out of business. I promise you that.
Thinking about it while she was... the time I saw was in the city. She'd been a mommy, and she'd lost her in the city. She said she was in prison. Well, how is he? Why did he pass out?
He went into shock. He's begun to bleed internally again. He's hemorrhaging.
Well, is there something you can do for it?
The only thing I can do is operate immediately, and I'm afraid that's impossible.
Why?
Because he'll lose more blood during the procedure, and we can't replace it.
Well, that's ridiculous. Why don't you just get blood from the blood bank?
I have orders from the King of Medora. No blood transfusion.
What?
The king called me up after the accident. He said he didn't want the prince to receive blood from unknown donors. He's sending his minister of state over with a private supply, but he hasn't arrived yet.
All right, well, I wouldn't be considered an unknown donor, right?
What do you mean?
I'm type O negative, which makes me a universal donor, so...
Yes?
Well, why can't I give my blood to the prince? Then he can have the operation.
I'm sure the king wouldn't object to that, especially considering the alternative.
Okay, well, then let's do it.
Nurse, you get Miss Gordon downstairs, quick.
I will look in the back of the room.
Oh, dear.
Tyler told me what happened. Tiger jumped into the knife?
I'm fine. Fine.
Got that awful Tiger was in jail. Finally, where he belongs.
To the hospital?
Yes, he did. I saw that when I was with the prince.
Oh, how they doing?
I don't know. According to the doctors, Raymond is holding his own, whatever that means. I'll give it back.
What's wrong with her? Yeah, they did seem kind of tense. How come they pull it up again?
Yeah,
What's the trouble? Honey, I'm not ready to go back to the army business yet. No, please understand, this is something I have to do.
you're turning your back on me, huh?
I'm not turning my back on you. I want to do something that makes my life seem worthwhile.
Yeah.
God, what about our marriage? What about our relationship? What you and I have built together at home. That's not worthwhile.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Then why? Why is staying here, rebuilding some godforsaken, stupid town more worthwhile than coming home and then rebuilding your marriage?
I'm not saying that it is. It's just that I don't want to spend the rest of my life wondering about what might have been.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll give you something you don't have to worry about anymore.
Please.
No, I'm sorry. I have totally had it. I'm sick of trying to understand you, Clint. I can't anymore. If staying here is so important, please stay and rebuild this worthwhile town and build your utopia. Don't ask me to live in it. I'm fed up with your pie in the sky dreams.